All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to work on a hammer. I'm not going to do a whole lot to it. I'm just going to clean the rust off of it. It's a machinist hammer. A buddy of mine bought the box from the flea market, and this was in it. And it's welded pretty good. I mean, it's welded really good. He did it really good. I could do that back when I was in school. Now I'd have to practice because my welding is not as good as it used to be. Anyways, I want to clean it up, paint it up a little bit, clean the end up. No really chips or anything. It's not real bad shape, but it'll make a good shop hammer for him anyways. It's got a welded piece of pipe, and whoever did it did a good job. They like, if you look at it real closely, they bent it in and fit it to the eye really well. I think they did a good job. Anyways, I know most of you probably wouldn't like a welded handle on a hammer, but this will work good for what he'll use it for. Working on the boilers and heavy machines and stuff that we got, that heavy equipment, pumps and stuff, this will work great. It's not like you're gonna wail on it, you know, 90 to 100 times. Usually when you're trying to break a fastener loose or breaking a pump fitting loose or something, you hit it 2 or 3 times. It's like hitting a brake caliper or a drum trying to knock it loose. So yeah, let's clean it up. I'll put it on a wire wheel and see what it looks like after the wire wheel. I'm kind of wondering who made it. I got the 120 belt on there. I put it over the wire wheel. Doesn't look bad. I mean, you could leave it the way it is. It would rust, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean the face, and I need to clean the front of it up a little bit. See what I can do to that and make it look good. Anyways, I'll turn the vacuum on and get after it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I polished the end and the cap on this hammer, but I'm gonna blue part of it. But the rest of this, I've never used this stuff. It's a clear coat. It's the truck bed liner material. I want something with a little grip because I know he's gonna use it, and some protection. So I thought, why not? This was free, by the way. Somebody gave me this stuff. So why not? Try it. I've never used it before. So I've used the black, so I'll use the clear. See how it turns out. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got this painted with that truck bed, that clear truck bed liner material, and I'm gonna blue the rest of it. And this is the bluing I'm using, cold bluing. And you can see the paint line. I'm gonna blue down to that. So, see what it looks like. Yeah, it ought to take bluing pretty good. And then right across here, the reason I use a brush is I can control where the bluing, where I want it, a little better than with a cotton swab. I've used a cotton swab and I've used Q-tips. It's okay. I mean, I like using a brush. I've said before, you find what you like, use it. If you're comfortable using something, it works for you, yeah, use it. And that's the main reason I use the brush, is because I can control exactly where I want the bluing. I don't have runs very, very often. I gotta hurry up and get this done because I need to go out and feed the deer. We got deer coming up in our front yard, so now they're expecting corn every day. We've been doing it for about a year now, and now they're really starting to come in our front yard. And no, ladies and gentlemen, I don't hunt. I used to hunt people. After hunting a human, it's no fun hunting deer or any other animal. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. I may, if I get it on the back end, it's easier to polish the end than the nose. Yeah, I'll be all right. I don't think it'll take 2 coats. I think 1 coat will be plenty. Make sure I got every little spot that I want blued. Looks like I did pretty good. And this stuff, you let 60 seconds, you let it sit, and then you wipe it dry. And then take steel wool, and I got a spot here, didn't cover. I wonder if the paint got up underneath the tape. Probably did. I think it did. Oh well. And nobody gonna die from it. It ain't no big deal. It'll still look good. This is going to be a pretty good working hammer. I mean, nothing, I don't know, got like 4, I think he got $4. We figured it up. We got like $4. He got 10 or 11 hammers and hatchets. So he paid $40 for the box. And this was one of them. I mean, come on, $4 for a good used hammer, or a good hammer for that matter. You can't beat it. Now, after you let it, after you wipe it dry, take some 4/0 steel wool and or 1/0 steel wool. That's what I'm using, 1/0. I'd rather have 4/0, but I think I'm running out of 4/0. Doesn't take a lot of work. By the looks of this hammer, it wasn't milled very, wherever it came out of the mill, the factory, it wasn't very good production, or it was, well, the casting was old. All right, let me clean up my mess. We'll come back to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm done with this thing. Throw a little wax on the end. Throw a little wax on the face. I don't know what they call this part of it. I call it the face. I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think of my $4 hammer? Cleaned up the end of it. I didn't realize I left a little bit pitting in it, but that's all right. It'll be okay. Looks good. And then the nose, I guess the nose, that's what we'll call the nose. Looks good. I mean, I cleaned it up pretty straight. I don't know if this is supposed to have a sharp point or not, so I left a little flat spot. And you can see all the dents and dings in it. The only name, there's a number on the end of it there. No name. Weld is good. Everything's in good shape. It's got this, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's got the texture on it now. That clear coat. That clear colored truck bed liner material is kind of gray. Or maybe it's because of the pipe. No, it actually turned gray. I don't know, it's not a bad looking hammer. It actually feels really good. This thing, I'll be able to bust some things loose with this. And I'm sure having a steel handle over time, it would bother your elbow hitting it all the time, but this is not made to be. These kind of hammers, unless you're a blacksmith or doing something of that nature, most of the time, like we use them in the shop, it's to knock things loose. Break bolts loose, break rust loose. You know, we're not going to be breaking 100 feet of concrete with this. So for a good job hammer, it'll be great for that. All right, guys, tell me what you think. You like it? Give me thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what you think about it. I think it turned out pretty good for a $4 hammer and good used tool. There again, my channel's not about brand new or, you know, anything like that. It's to take good used tools and bring them back to a good usable condition. Resurface the head or the face, whatever you call it, and the nose. Now it's usable again. And you don't get rust all over your hand holding it like you did before. This will be in a shop, so it won't see outdoors. All right, guys, give me thumbs up, thumbs down, and subscribe if you like. Bring old tools back to a good usable condition. So y'all have a good weekend. Thanks now.